Nicely wine.
Yeah. That old liquor.
And they're off and running out of the middle. Of course, Snoopy goes to lead with Sweet Sensation rushing up on the outside to take command. It's Sweet Sensation with the lead. Snoopy racing in second place. Sugarfoot with Peanut there also, and Flower going a bit wide. They come into the final eighth of a mile. Sweet Sensation on top with Rosie Napovnik in the irons. It's Sweet Sensation with the lead. Remy Winans and Snoopy trying to get there. Sweet Sensation under a hand ride, in hand and in command.
I think it was the swerving technique. I know.
Did the one make it? It's going to be a photo for third between Sugarfoot and Flower. Sugarfoot taking third, Flower was fourth, Peanut fifth. And here comes Licorice.
Here comes Licorice.
What are you doing? Hey, when you swerve around like that, no one can get around you.
I thought you could go to the cars. And they're off and running as they go out of sight. Ruffle the Road has the lead. Rascal running in second place. Ruffle the Road on top, Downhill Runner racing in second place. That's Rascal in third, good ways back to the others. Ruffle the Road and Peter Sargent showing the way as they turn for home. Downhill Runner racing in second place with Rascal in third. Downhill Runner now moves to the outside for the drive towards the wire. Ruffle the Road under pressure into the final 3/16 of a mile. It's Ruffle the Road on top. Downhill Runner racing in second place. They battle towards the wire. Ruffle the Road still with a slight advantage. Downhill Runner trying to get there from the outside. Ruffle the Road and Peter Sargent with the lead as they come towards the wire. Ruffle the Road wins this one by 2 lengths. Downhill Runner in second place. Rascal in third. Here comes Second Star and Spicy Bullet. Spicy Bullet is fourth with Second Star. Got a little spread out in that one.
Yeah.
Out of our sight. When they come into view, they'll be heading towards the second fence. And they're off and running. They should be coming into view shortly. The first fence is out of sight.
They come into view. Thor's has the lead. Fio Mio racing in second places with Rockella in third. Tarandera now moving up into fourth place as they head towards the second fence. Brooks Durkee and Tortor setting the pace. Fio Mio races in second place, Rockella in third. At the second, it's Tortors. Fio Mio and Greg Donnan going well over that one, now challenging for the lead as they head up the hill towards the third. Tortors and Fio Mio, those two dueling. Tag Me Not was a faller at the second fence. Over the third fence, they gallop now towards the fourth. Greg Donnan and Fio Mio have opened up about a length advantage over Tortors. Tarandera from the outside races in third place with Stonebuster on the inside in second. Belfast Valley races in 5th place as Rockella drops back in the 6th. JP's Emperor Luttrellstown and Floating Interest complete the field. Tortoise now regaining the lead and opening up about a on top, and it looks like we might have lost Fio Mio. Tortoise with the lead. Stonebuster racing in 2nd place. Tarandara going easily for Chip Miller on the outside in 3rd. Belfast Valley on the inside racing in 4th place with Rockella close up in 5th. JP's Emperor Floating Interest and Luttrellstown. This is the first of 2 times to go around the course. They head now towards the 7th. Brooks Durkee and Tortoise setting the pace. Stonebuster and Roger Horgan jumping in 2nd place. Tarandara racing in 3rd. With Belfast Valley running in 4th.
The leaders drop out of sight and head towards the 8th. JP's Emperor Luttrellstown and Floating Interest completed the field as they went out of sight. When they come back into sight, they'll be heading towards the 9th of 17 fences. One more time to go around the course. When they went out of view, Tortoise has the lead. Joe was racing in 2nd place.
They come back into sight. It's still Tortoise with Stonebuster. Tarandara well within striking distance for Chip Miller in 3rd place. Belfast Valley and J.W. Deloche are in 4th with Rockella, JP's Emperor, Luttrellstown, and Floating Interest. They head towards the 9th. Tortoise going easily on the front end, setting a leisurely pace now. Tarandara now moving up on the outside, taking over 2nd place from Stonebuster, with Belfast Valley racing within striking distance in 4th, and Rockella is 5th. They head towards the next. Tortoise maintaining about a 3-length lead over Stonebuster and Tarandara. Tarandara jumped that one well, regained a clear hold of 2nd place. They head now towards the 11th. Tortoise 2.5 lengths on top of Tarandara, who drops back into 4th place now. Belfast Valley right alongside, and Stonebuster taking over 2nd. Tortoise with the lead widens that advantage to about 6 lengths as they gallop now towards the 12th. Stonebuster drawing a bit closer on the flat between fences. 13th fence. Tortoise with the lead, making about a 4-length advantage. Tortoise on top. Stonebuster racing in 2nd place. Tarandara from the inside, close up in 3rd, with Floating Interest now moving up for Michael Troig in the 4th place. They head now towards the 14th fence. Tortoise, where he's been almost every step of the way, on top with about a 4 or 5 length advantage. Stonebuster now setting to jump in 2nd place. Tarandara, Belfast Valley, those through dueling for 2nd place with Floating Interest. Michael Troig's asking him to quicken.
Tortoise with about a 3-length advantage as they go out of sight. 4 of them racing as a group in 2nd place. The 50th fence is out of our view. When they come back into sight, they'll have a little bit more than 3/8 of a mile to go and 2 fences remaining. When they went out of sight, Tortoise has the lead.
They should be coming back into view. Tortoise still on top. Floating Interest racing closest to him in 2nd place. Belfast Valley in 3rd with Tarandara, and Stonebuster tying the 5th. They head towards the 2nd last. Tortoise on top. Belfast Valley and Floating Interest jumping in 2nd and 3rd place with Tarandara racing in 4th. They head towards the last. Floating Interest moving up on the outside to challenge Tortoise for the lead. Tortoise, though, remaining on top. That's Belfast Valley losing his rider. Tortoise and Floating Interest driving towards the wire with Tarandara racing in 3rd place. Tortoise is going to win this one under a hand ride by Brooks Durkee. Floating interest with Tarandera in third.
In the fifth, they head towards the second last. Tours on top. Belfast Valley and Floating interest jumping in second, third place. Tarandera racing in fourth. They head towards the left. Floating interest moving up on the outside. The challenge tours for the lead. Tours remaining on top. That's Belfast Valley losing his rider. Tours and Floating interest driving towards the wild. Tarandera racing in third place. Tours is going to win this under a hand ride. Buster tying the fifth. They head towards the second last. Tours on top. Belfast Valley and Floating interest jumping in second and third place with Tarandera racing in fourth. They head towards the left. Floating interest moving up on the outside. The challenge Tours for the lead. Tours remaining on top. That's Belfast Valley losing his rider. Tours and Floating interest driving towards. Floating interest jumping in second and third place with Tarandera racing in fourth. They head towards the left. Floating interest moving up on the outside. The challenge Tours for the lead. Tours on top. That's Belfast Valley losing his rider. Tours Floating interest driving towards the wire with Tarandera racing in third place. Tours is going to win this one under a hand ride by Brooks Starkey. Floating interest with Tarandera in third.
And they're off and running. They'll try that another time. False start.
Flag is up.
The flag is up. And they're off and running out in the middle of the course. Final with Dusty Corners. Concern racing in third place as they head towards the first of 20 fences. Concerned and Billy Meister with the advantage. Dusty Corners jumps in second place with Final on the outside in third as they head towards the second. Concerned is setting the pace. Final moves up on the outside to take over second place as Sulawesi now moves through on the inside into third. Dusty Corners races in fourth place with Hopewell, Warren Place, and he's got Rhythm. A long ways to go. They gallop now towards the third. Concerned on top. Final racing in second place. Sulawesi from the inside in third, now moving through and taking over second place. Concerned with the lead as they gallop down the hill towards the third fence. Concerned on top. Sulawesi racing in second place under Arch Kingsley. Final going easily for Chip Miller on the outside in third with Dusty Corners, Warren Place, Hopewell, and he's got Rhythm. At the third, Sulawesi now challenges Concerned for the lead. Final taking out the post but remaining in third place. They go around the turn. Concerned has the lead. It's Concerned on top.
Okay. Done. When they went out of sight, Concerned had the lead.
Had the lead. Concerned is still there. Sulawesi pushing him along from second place. Final racing in third place. Warren Place has now moved into fourth for Jonathan Kaiser. Dusty Corners in fifth. Hopewell, and he's got Rhythm. They head now towards the fifth of 20 fences. Concern going easily on the front end. He's joined from the outside by Final. Sulawesi races close up in third with Warren Place. Dusty Corners, he's got Rhythm, and Hopewell. Up the hill for the first of 2 times to go around the course. Concerned and Billy Meister, where they've been most of the way, maintaining about a length less than that now as Final jumps well there and jumps to the lead. Final is joined from the inside by Sulawesi, with Concern now dropping back in 3rd place, less than a length off the lead. Jumping well there and regaining the advantage under Billy Meister is Concerned. From the outside, Final and Sulawesi, those two dueling for 2nd place. Dusty Corners races in 4th place with He's Got Rhythm, Warren Place, and Hopewell. They gallop now to...
Which is out of our sight. Concern has the lead. Final racing up on the outside in 2nd place with Sulawesi close up. They come back into view at the 9th fence.
Final is taking command with Concerned about 3 parts of a length back in 2nd place. Make it a little bit farther than that now as Final is going well on the front end. Concerned racing in 2nd place, Sulawesi in 3rd with Dusty Corners and He's Got Rhythm, Warren Place, and Hopewell. They head now towards the 10th fence. Concerned on top, Sulawesi running in 2nd place. Sulawesi now speeding up to take the lead. Concerned racing in 2nd place with Final now moving up. Final, Sulawesi and Concerned, those 3 vying for the lead. Sulawesi with the advantage. The 4th place. They come back into view. It's Sulawesi with Final Concerned. Hopewell is now moved into 4th with He's Got Rhythm, Dusty Corners, and Warren Place. Sulawesi setting the pace. Final racing closest to him in 2nd place. Gus Brown and Hopewell have now moved into 3rd as Concern drops back into 4th. He's Got Rhythm, Dusty Corners, and Warren Place. Over the next fence, Final with the lead. They gallop up the hill towards the 13th fence. Final maintaining about a length advantage over Sulawesi, with Hopewell another length farther back racing in 3rd. Concern about 4 lengths farther back racing in 4th. Over the next, it's Final and Chip Miller with the lead. Sulawesi races in 2nd place with Hopewell moving up alongside as they head towards the 14th fence. Final going well there, extends his lead to about a length and a half to 2 lengths as they race down the hill, with Sulawesi now moving through on the inside in 2nd place, only a length off the lead, and Hopewell is another half length back farther, racing in 3rd place and moving alongside. He's Got Rhythm 5 lengths farther back, racing in 4th place with
Dusty Corner and Warren Place. It's Final on top. Hopewell and Sulawesi, those 2 dueling for 2nd place with He's Got Rhythm racing in 4th. They head up the hill towards the next. Final on top.
Running in 2nd place, Sulawesi in 3rd. At the 16th fence, Final has the lead under Chip Miller. Sulawesi going well, and Concern goes down at the fence. It's Final on top. Hopewell and Sulawesi vying for 2nd place. He's Got Rhythm and Patty Nelson another 4 lengths farther back on the inside, racing in 4th place with Dusty Corners and Warren Place. They head towards the next fence. Final and Sulawesi, those 2 dueling on the front end with Hopewell on the outside. Final, Hopewell. They go out of sight with Final on top. Hopewell less than a length back, racing in 2nd place. They come back into view. Final on top. Hopewell running in second place, and it's a good ways back to the others. With only 2 more fences remaining, Final has the lead. Hopewell trying to get there from the outside. Sulawesi racing in third. He's got Rhythm and Dusty Corners coming on. Final and Hopewell less than a length separates them as they head towards the final fence. Chip Miller and Final on top. Gus Brown trying to get there with Hopewell. They're at and over the last. Final driving towards the wire with Hopewell on the outside. Final with the lead. Hopewell trying to get there in the final 16th of a mile. It's Final on top. Hopewell's going to fall short by about a length. Final and Chip Miller win the 76th running of the Pennsylvania Hunt Cup.
And when they went out of sight,
Whoa, stayed up.
they come back into view. Final on top. Hopewell running in second place, and it's a good ways back to the others. With only 2 more fences remaining, Final has the lead. Hopewell trying to get there from the outside. Sulawesi racing in third. He's got Rhythm and Dusty Corners coming on. Final and Hopewell less than a length separates them as they head towards the final fence. Chip Miller and Final on top. Gus Brown trying to get there with Hopewell. They're at and over the last. Final driving towards the wire with Hopewell on the outside. Final with the lead. Hopewell trying to get there in the final 16th of a mile. It's Final on top. Hopewell's going to fall short by about a length. Outside, Sulawesi racing in third. He's got Rhythm and Dusty Corners coming on. Final and Hopewell less than a length separates them as they head towards the final fence. Chip Miller and Final on top. Gus Brown trying to get there with Hopewell. They're at and over the last. On the outside, Final with the lead. Hopewell trying to get there in the final 16th of a mile. It's Final on top. Hopewell's going to fall short by about a length.
Yeah.
Miller win the 76th run of the Pennsylvania Hunt Cup. Trainer Janet Elliott.
There's a photographer in the way.
Consequent are our major sponsors today. We, along with Final, would like to thank them for being here. Final takes their products, Consequent being one of them. To the paddock for the 3rd race in the stable area. Bring your horses to the paddock for the 3rd race, the 1st edition of the Athenian Idol.
They're off and running. On the inside, Eskimo Cove goes to the lead. Phoenix Force now speeding up from between horses to vie for the lead with Jefferson Scholar right alongside. Silent Knave, Seminole Storm, Precious Land, Valinante, Don Salem, Hobgoblin, Phoenix Force there also. As they go into the turn, Phoenix Force is about a length and a half to 2 lengths behind Eskimo Cove, who has the lead. They come back into view. Phoenix Force and Greg Donnan on top. Eskimo Cove racing in second place, and it's a long ways back to the others. Jefferson Scholar running in 3rd place. Precious Lamb races in 4th place. Valinante and Hobgoblin moving up on the outside of Seminole Storm with Silent Knave. Punch Up, Don Salem, and Lieutenant Welsh completes the field. Phoenix Force now widening that advantage to about 6 lengths. Eskimo Cove going easily in second place, and the others are moving closer to the leaders. Phoenix Force on top by 6 or 7 lengths. in second place. Precious Lamb now moves in third place with Jefferson Scholar right alongside Hobgoblin. Seminole Storm moving up from between horses. Silent Name, Lieutenant Welsh, Valiante, Punch Up, and Don Salem on the inside. Still anybody's horse race as it's about 12 lengths front to back with Phoenix Force leading the way. Phoenix Force on top. Jefferson Scholar now moving up the challenge for the lead with Precious Lamb close up in third. Eskimo Cove from the outside moving in fourth place as Seminole Storm and Silent Neighbor making up ground and joining the leaders. It's Phoenix Force still with a slight advantage, now dropping back as Jefferson Scholar moves to the lead. Jefferson Scholar on top. Precious Lamb racing in second place. Phoenix Force from the extreme outside. And there goes Seminole Storm moving into third place and moving towards the lead. Jefferson Scholar and Liz Hendricks with the lead. Precious Lamb right along. Seminole Storm and Eddie Graham with the lead. Precious Lamb trying to get there from the outside with Eskimo Cove, and Lieutenant Welsh is now rallying on the outside under Sana Nelson. Don Salem making up ground also. On the extreme outside, Don Salem is going well, but has ground to make up on Precious Lamb and Seminole Storm. Seminole Storm with the lead. Precious Lamb out in the middle, of course, vying with him, with Lieutenant Welsh on the extreme outside. They head towards the wire. Seminole Storm, Precious Lamb, and Lieutenant Welsh. Lieutenant Welsh now going to the lead under Sana Nelson. They head towards the wire. Lieutenant Welsh wins this one by about 2 lengths. Seminole Storm, Precious Lamb, and Don Salem.
Seminole Storm with the lead. Precious Lamb out in the middle, of course, vying with him, with Lieutenant Welsh on the extreme outside. They head towards the wire. Seminole Storm, Precious Lamb, and Lieutenant Welsh. Lieutenant Welsh now going to the lead under Sana Nelson. They head towards the wire. Lieutenant Welsh wins this in about 2 lengths. Seminole Storm, Precious Lamb, and Don Salem. Hang on. I'll tell you what it is if you don't want to.
We'll stay with 13. Here we go. 10.
And the lineup for the start. They're all in line. And they're off and running on the inside. 3-3-6. Drops back now into third position as Woody Creek goes to lead with I Kick the Habit right alongside. Panama J now moving into third place with 3-3-6, running in fourth. Aitchison Lane with Dubas Digi. Vincent there also with Melting. Alan Prell and Quails Ridge completes the field. Annie Whedon leads the way out of sight with I Kick. They come back into view. It's still I Kick the Habit on top. Panama J now racing in second place with Woody Creek in third. Vincent now racing in fourth place. Melting has moved into fifth as 3-3-6. Quail Ridge from the outside. Alan Prell completes the field. One more time to go around. Panama J now moves up alongside I Kick the Habit. Their heads apart on the front end with Woody Creek another 2.5 lengths farther back racing in third. Vincent racing in fourth place from the inside. Brian Carell has moved up on the outside with Melting challenging now for fourth. Dubas Digi from between horses with Aitchison Lane, Spring Salute, Quail Ridge, and Alan Prell. They're dueling on the front end. Panama J right alongside I Kick the Habit. It's 5 more lengths back to Woody Creek, who's well positioned by Bitsy Patterson in third. Vincent now moving a bit closer in fourth place. Still heads apart on the front end. I Kick the Habit and Panama J. Woody Creek 5 lengths farther back racing in third place. Vincent in fourth with Melting. Dubas Digi, 336, Aitchison Lane, Spring Salute, and Quail Ridge. And Alan Prell appears to be pulling up. They race into the turn. Panama J now opening up about a head advantage. I Kick the Habit right alongside with They come back into view. I Kick the Habit on top. Woody Creek now moving up on the outside in second place with Spring Salute racing in third. Panama J on the inside in fourth place. They turn for home. Woody Creek with the lead. I Kick the Habit. Spring Salute now moving up on the outside under Sana Nelson to challenge for the lead. It's Woody Creek and Spring Salute dueling as they come into the stretch. Woody Creek with a slight advantage. Sana Nelson trying to get there on the outside with Spring Salute. They drive towards the wire. Woody Creek and Spring Salute. Woody Creek by a head. Woody Creek with a slight advantage. Sana Nelson trying to get there on the outside with Spring Salute. They drive towards the wire. Woody Creek and Spring Salute. Woody Creek by a head. The running time was 3 minutes 31 and 2/5 seconds.